On a cold winter day, Akbar and Birbal took a walk along the lake. A thought came to Birbal that a man would do anything for money. He expressed his feelings to Akbar. Akbar then put his finger into the lake and immediately removed it because he shivered with cold. Akbar said,
"I don't think a man would spend an entire night in the cold water of this lake for money."
I am sure I can find such a person.
Akbar then challenged Birbal into finding such a person and said that he would reward the person with 1,000 gold coins. Birbal embarks on his search for a desperate man willing to accept the chilling challenge. He visits numerous villages and talks to many people, but most reject the idea as absurd. Finally, Birbal comes across a poor man, desperate and willing to take on the challenge.
You're the one I've been searching for. Are you willing to spend the night in the icy waters of the lake for a reward?
Yes, sir. I'll do anything for my family's sake.
The poor man entered the lake, and Akbar had guards posted near him to make sure that he really did as promised. The next morning, the guards took the poor man to Akbar.
"Did you spend the entire night in the lake as promised?"
Yes, Your Majesty, I did.
"But how did you manage to survive the bitter cold?"
There was a street lamp nearby, Your Majesty. I kept my attention fixed on the lamp, and its faint warmth helped me endure the freezing waters.
Akbar then said that there would be no reward as the poor man had survived the night in the lake by the warmth of the street lamp. The poor man went to Birbal for help.
Please, Birbal, help me.
The next day, Birbal did not go to court. The king, wondering where he was, sent a messenger to his home. The messenger came back saying that Birbal would come once his khichuri was cooked. The king waited hours, but Birbal did not come. Finally, the king decided to go to Birbal's house and see what he was up to. He found Birbal sitting on the floor near some burning twigs and a bowl filled with khichuri hanging 5 feet above the fire. The king and his attendants couldn't help but laugh.
"Birbal, what are you doing? How can the khichuri cook if it's so far from the fire?"
The same way the poor man received warmth from a street lamp that was more than a furlong away, Your Majesty.
The king understood his mistake and gave the poor man his reward.